Hello guys, here's Felix again from Team eXilium. I'm here to present you my new deck profile. I'm here in Brazil. We played Wasia's Rio today. Unfortunately, I didn't make top cut. I had a topping record. I went 6 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw, but sadly I got 36 after Swiss and was sadly top 32. So my tiebreakers were not good enough. But after the main event was over for me, I played a side event. I played the Attack on a Giant card and I got second place there. So I won an oversized card and some other cool things. So I'm gonna present you the deck profile here. So I played Snake Eyes as usual, but it's not 60 cards, it's 42 cards this time. So we'll start with the normal Snake Eye engine, that's pretty standard. So 3 Snake Eye Ash, 2 Poplar, 1 Oak and 2 Flamberg. That's like what everybody's playing like the whole season. And then I also played the Snake Idea Bellster. This is the new card from Light of Destruction. This card is really strong. I'm always scaling it with the Temple, with the field spell. And you have like a free extender. It makes your end board a lot better. You will see that in the extract later. And I think this new card is really good. And then like the 3 Diabellstar, 3 Bonfire, 3 Wanted. And then the 3 one-offs, 1 original, 1 temple, and 1 for 1. So 21 cards are like the same as always. The only exchange is like that you play the Snake Idea Bellstar instead of the Jet Synchron because we don't play Synchros anymore. Then we go to the non-engine part of the deck. It's 42 cards, so 21 engine, 21 non-engine. I played a lot of hand traps, no breakers anymore, so it changed a little bit compared to the 60 cards. But yeah, I played the 12 best hand traps, I think, as 3-offs. So Ash, Valor, and Permanence is like really standard. And then I played Ghost Ogre. I think Ghost Ogre is amazing in the current format. There's more Voiceless Voice. This card is really good against Tenpai, against the Tenpai field spell, and against many rogue matchups. It's good. And even in the mirror match, if you have a second or third hand trap, it pairs really well. And this card definitely overperformed for me this tournament or in both tournaments. So yeah, Ogre was really good. And then I have some one-off hand traps. I played 1 Ghost Mourner and 1 Nibiru. And the reason for the one-offs are the 3 cross-out designators. And yeah, I didn't cross out Mourner, but I think I crossed out Nip a few times, and I think it's needed for going first if you want to do like a more risky play. For example, with the new Snake Idea Bellstar, you have 1-card combos with just Snake Eye Ash that do a better board than before, but they're more risky into Nip. So if you have a cross-out, you can just hold it. And yeah, crossout was crazy. It won me like so many games. It was really good. And then the cards I changed because after I got 36 after Swiss, I didn't make top cut. I had like a few minutes before the side event Attack on a Giant card started. I exchanged a few cards in the main deck because I had some ideas. So in the Attack on a Giant card, I played 1 Called By and 3 Droll and Lockbird. I was not playing Droll and Lockbird in the main event because I expected more Snake Eye, and I think the card is like okay in the mirror match, but it's not amazing. But yeah, in 9 rounds in the main event, I played only 1 Snake Eye mirror. I played like 9 different decks, so it was, yeah. Maybe I read the meta a little bit wrong here in Brazil, but in the side events, this card was really good. I played against 2 Voiceless, so every time I saw this card in the side event today, it was really good. And the 4 cards I played in the main event instead of Called By and the 3 Droll were 3 Forbidden Droplet and 1 Talents. I think the difference between Talents and Called By is not that big. I just had like Talents dead a few times, and Called By maybe would have won me against Branded something because I lost the game against Branded where I got Puppet Lock game 1 and had a Talents in hand, and if I draw face Called By the Puppet, maybe I could have won that. Droplet was like more better against Tenpai in my opinion than Droll. But every time I had it, and I said it like going first, it got like lightning stormed or dusted, so it never resolved. And I think going second in most of the matchups I played, Droll was better. So those were the changes I did. I don't think it has a huge impact, so I don't think it matters much. So that is the main deck, 42 cards in the main deck. Then we come to the extra deck. The extra deck is pretty standard. You will see a few changes compared to the last profile because I don't play the Synchros anymore. So we played like the Anima. After the ban list, since you don't have Link Reaver anymore, you still need Anima. And with the new Snake Idea Bellstar and the 1-card combo of Snake Ash, you need a Link one because you need the body of Poplar early. If you have just a 2-card combo, you don't use it, but it's still a really good card. You can force like an Apollousa negate, so if you have like Apollousa on your opponent's field and you normal summon Snaker Ash, that gets like rid of the first negate, and then you can just link it off for Anima to get rid of the second one. And it's also good against like bad players who play into it in like other scenarios. So this card was good. Everything else, like I think really standard. It's like 1 SP, 1 IP, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 2 Charmers for the Link 2s. Then for Link 3, it's like Selene and Promethean Princess. Selene is just really good. Also with like the new Snaker DL Bellstar, it's also a sorcerer, so you can revive that for like rank 8 players. And then Link 4 is like Zelantis, Rage Phoenix, Apollousa. That's like the standard stuff. Compared to the last list, I'm playing Access Code now. I don't think I made it much. I don't think it matters much. It's like a good card to like close out games earlier. I think I misplayed in like 2 games where I could have made that or used this card better. And this list I'm playing right now has like a lot of flexibility, so I think it's good. I also played Typhon. I think I made Typhon twice. It never mattered, but it's like just good to have. And instead of the Synchros, I am playing Hope Harbinger now, because also of the Snake Idea Bellstar, it's a level 8 monster, so you can end with a full combo. You can end on Apollousa, Princess Engrave, the Flumeric IP stuff, and a Harbinger. And Harbinger is like really cool because it's a spell negate, so you are safe of like a Talents or like Engine. And it also is like a battle protection for Apollousa. It's like the job of what Linkuri would before the ban list, but now you can like redirect an attack from Apollousa to this card. It's really good. You only do it really if you have like a lot of engine, your opponent has no hand traps, so I think I summoned it like twice all tournament, but it's a really strong card, and I think the combo is really good what you have. And then I played Fucho, it's rank 1 Exceed against Tenpai. I was debating if I play this or the Lyrilos Exceed, but this loses only to like Santa Claus or Kaijus, and the Lyrilos also loses to Droplet, and usually Tenpai already needs like Droplet to beat your end board. And if you have this one next to like your end board with Apo and this and stuff, they need Droplet to out this, and then they still need to deal with Fucho. I think this card is really good. It also won me a mirror match today. I think I summoned it like 3 or 4 times, even though I only played 1 Tenpai, so I'm really happy with this card. And then lastly to the side deck. Most of the stuff is pretty standard what I played before. It's like 3 Beast Shields, play them against the mirror match, against Branded, against Voiceless. I think I only draw like a Druid Swarm once like all weekend. Then I play Backrow-Hide, I play 3 Cosmic, Cyclone, and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. They're okay, it depends a little bit how many floodgates are going around. I also played against like 2 Runic Stun, 1 in the main event and 1 in the side event, so it's like necessary to have those. I was even debating if I want to play like 2 Lightning Storms or like 3 Twin Twister, but yeah, those were fine, but it's definitely a good option to play more Backrow-Hide. Then I played 1 Kurikara. Kurikara is just like my favorite card. I was a bit afraid of Poly, and I also decided it going second against like Voiceless the mirror match. I think it won me like 2 matches this week, or like 2 games against Winkersoul once, and like against, I think against Voiceless. Yeah, just a cool card, and not a lot of people play it, so it's not really expected, and people don't really play around it. So yeah, I really like it. Then for going first, I played Floodgates. I played 3 Skill Drain and 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance. And I think you can also side these cards in going second against Tenpai, or if they make you start. And if you have them, they're like really, really strong. I never resolved Anti-Spell, but I resolved like Skill Drain I think 2 or 3 times, and it was always like game over on the spot. And then for 3 cards, I changed. In the main event, I played through Lullaby of Obedience, because as I said, I read the meta a little bit wrong, so I expected more Snake Eye cards or Snake Eye decks. And I only played 1, so I only sided this card in 1 time. And I exchanged it for the side event, and for the side event I played 2 more Nibiru, because I think this card is like flexible against Rogue going second, and in the mirror match you can side it in going first, and it was really good. And I also played the Agave Dragon for time, but I never used it. Just like if your opponent is like really slow and had like a bit of a problem with the language barrier, so yeah. I think the deck performed really well, especially since I only won, I think, 1 die roll in the main event and like 1 out of 5 die rolls in the side event. So I went second a lot game 1 and only like first once a match, if even, or just like second twice, because I won a lot of matches 2-0. I'm really happy with the list, so special shout outs to my testing circle, to Rocket Hideout, especially to Vincent, who gave me like a lot of knowledge in the last days before the tournament. Shout out to my team eXilium, who are always supporting me in Germany. And then shout out to my girlfriend Isabel, who's always supporting me as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.